As Chairman and Premier of the State Council, Hua presided over this year's National People's Congress in Peking. His message to the Congress was that the economic and social damage of the past years, under the influence of Lin Biao and the Gang of Four, must be repaired, and that China must modernize with all speed. It is a message that he and other Chinese leaders had already taken to industrial workers around the country, stressing the importance of modernizing their own factories wherever possible, or with techniques taken from more advanced countries and applied to Chinese conditions. With China's immense rural population, priority was given to agriculture and light industry over heavy industry. But these visits by Hua Guo-Feng had another purpose: to get himself more widely known personally to the far-flung and multinational Chinese peasantry. For though he was holding posts of such importance, Hua was still relatively an unknown figure outside of Hunan province. He had already traveled to some of the most remote parts of the country, including Tibet, mixing with the peasants, attending traditional sports, such as here in Xinjiang in the west, reassuring the many national minority peoples that their problems also are not being forgotten. Talk of catching up with advanced countries by the end of the century must seem at these distant areas, but many other developing countries have failed to include their rural population in the drive to modernize. Can China preserve equality and unity while encouraging intellectual and technical excellence, which are in such short supply? As you have said, China is now undergoing a vast attempt to, what I call, catch up with the West with its modernization program. Many are wondering why China is attempting to do so much so quickly. Why the speed?
The
fundamental aim of building socialism is to liberate the productive forces, develop the national economy at high speed, substantially increase the material wealth of society, meet the material and cultural needs of the people to a great extent. China's economy was quite backward in the first place. 10 very precious years were lost owing to sabotage by Lin Biao and the Gang of Four. By making great efforts in the last 2 years, we've managed to rehabilitate and even develop somewhat our national economy. But our economy is still far from meeting the needs of our national development and the demand for constantly improving the living standards of our people. Thus, we have to undertake economic development at maximum speed so as to make up for the time lost through their sabotage. Moreover, we believe that a backward country is open to attack. A strong China serves the interest of maintaining peace and stability in the world. We must speed up our modernization program and turn China into a powerful socialist country. When we were drawing up the plan for developing the national economy last year, we decided on measures that were a bit too fast and too daring. We discovered the problem in time. We've decided to devote 3 years, starting from this year, to readjusting, restructuring, consolidating and improving the national economy.
Don't you think that modernization might lead to a kind of westernization of China with all the problems involved? For example, machines replace workers. So won't this only increase your problem of unemployment?
I think you may have noticed that China's modernization program rests on 2 premises. The first is to achieve modernization on the foundation of our socialist system. The second is that it must be carried out in the light of conditions in China and done in a Chinese way. Socialism and modernization are closely linked and not at all contradictory. There are no grounds whatever for thinking that it will inevitably lead to westernization or bring us back to capitalism. Our accepting foreign investments and increasing economic and cultural exchanges with other countries may, of course, be accompanied by the spread of some Western influences. This is something to watch out for. We believe that our people can tell the good from the bad and will resist and overcome bad influences.